Okay, good morning. Let's take a big breath in and reach it up. Oh, and stretch it over. And let's take our time with the stretches this morning. Mostly because I can project that if it's really cold over here, maybe it's really cold where you are too, and you need extra warm up. So as we're stretching, kind of stretch those muscles that are all around the rib cage. Use your breath. Make sure that you can expand and stretch and move them. It's so important to have good rib cage movement. And let's circle those arms. Make them as big as you can. It's not a halo anymore. It's like a dinner platter going around your head, pulling back and forwards. And reverse direction. And take your hands to your shoulders. And let's make those elbow circles. Nice big ones. Good job. One more. And let's make those lazy backstroke arms. 3, 4, 5, 6. Have a nice. Good. And swing your arms just a little bit. See if you can, as you're coming forward, round your back just a little bit. This is the slow motion version. And as you're swinging back, get a little bit of stretch across your chest. So it's not just your arms, we're moving your whole body. So if you haven't heard me say it before, I will say it again and again and again and again. That your shoulders are happiest when your back and your chest are also working to support them. It's the bigger muscles that help them out. Let's take our hands and punch them out. I want you to see if you can co-contract, meaning contracting both your chest and your back muscles. Pull your shoulder blades together. See if you can feel the tension across your chest. And from here, make those tiny little circles. So we're moving just where the rotator cuff is. If you have an injury there, I apologize. If anything we do bothers it, just don't do it. And then flip your thumbs back. But I kind of think it's interesting to see if engaging all the other muscles helps the shoulder feel a little bit better. Tiny little circles. And then we're going to take the arm and rotate it in the socket. Let's do one more. And now let your arms swing again. You might feel it down into your wrists if you've been holding the tension there too. So you can start to swing and shake at the same time. Don't copy me. I just tried it after I told you what to do. Don't do it. Let's swing and then let's shake. Shake it out. Shake those wrists. Let's loosen them up. Make waves. And then we can reverse those waves. It's your mind bender for today. Or we can make fists. Or we can make fists. Good. Shake it out. And let's come down to our hips. Tick-tock, side to side. Nice job keeping your torsos upright. So week 4, we're going to push it. You have choices as to how you push it, and I'll explain those when we get there. Hula hoops. For some, it might be more weight. For some moves, it might be more reps. For other moves, it might be more time. For other moves, it might be more complicated moves. Let's add on to it and make it a little bit more challenging. So, like I said, I'll explain when we get there, and you get to choose. And then figure 8. All depends on what equipment you've got, how you're feeling this morning, what your balance is like, what your strength feels like, and let's reverse. what time it is where you are. So I can tell you at 10 in the morning, I feel a lot different than I do at 7 in the morning. So if my morning pace isn't your mid-morning pace, don't sweat it. You do you. Let's circle out the knees. And reverse that. Really want to wake up the ankles today. Okay, so coming up, let's prance. So nice and slow transitions, rolling through your feet. So you're using the entire ball of your foot. Maybe you can feel all your toes. Maybe some of your toes are popping up. Just pay attention, see how much you can use that front part of your foot to control what's going on with the rest of your foot. So we're not just slapping your foot down like that. Good. Then we're going to come into first position and think about zipping up the midline. These little muscles on the inner thigh, and actually everything coming into the midline, underused, or maybe overused and under considered. Super important for pelvic stability, hip stability. And let's go pigeon-toed. We're going to get the outer line of your legs. You're going to feel this in your lower calf, or your calf, your lower leg. Try to keep your heels out. Mine always want to migrate in. There we go. And then come back to center. We're going to find your balance. You can hold on to something, that's fine. But just come onto one leg. Let's do some ankle wiggles. Guys, this is all for the split squats we're doing later. They're going to be amped up. I haven't tried this. No one in this group has ever tried this one with me because I haven't tried it with anyone else. So it's brand new. Let's rotate that hip. So your knees out and your inner ankles coming up. So pull with that lower leg, pull with that inner thigh. Make sure you're not feeling it on the top of your thigh, your quads. 5, 4, 2, 1. Switching sides. And this for balance is A-okay. Okay, other foot out, ankle wiggles. And then we're gonna rotate and lift. Woohoo. And bring it down. Let's take our feet nice and wide and go side to side. Take your hips as low as you can. I realize camera angles are weird. Don't feel like I'm forcing you to do more than you can. Just get that nice big stretch. We're gonna hold on one side, pick a side, any side. We're just gonna hang out here for about 10 more seconds. You can make these little pulses. See if you can loosen up that inner thigh. And we're gonna go over to the other side, same thing. Maybe just tiny little pulses, easing out of it, shifting your weight back, working through your hip. Good, and then we're gonna add arms. So we're gonna reach and reach and reach. We're imitating speed skaters right now. I have Olympics on the brain. Heaven help you when I get back from Mexico when the Olympics are on. Whew, here we go. And come back to center, walk your feet in. Let's drop one shoulder down. Let's drop the other shoulder down. Really, this is, again, breathing into your back, getting the back of your rib cage, switch sides. back of your rib cage to move, to open up. Switch sides. And then go side to side again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do another 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to hang out here. We're going to go right into our Russian dancers. So we're going to come down, down, down into a deep squat and up, up, up. Spinal extensions. We're reaching up. So rolling down and folding, reaching up and extending. 3, we're going for 10. 4, if you're getting dizzy, take a break. 5, 6, 7, spinal flexion, spinal extension. 3 more. 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay. Get your sense of center again. Grab a drink. I'm warm now. Okay. Let's grab our bands. Light band. We're gonna do upper body. We have upper body bands. We have side bend. We have our arm bar. And then we're going to do our W's and Y's because I think I forgot to do them last week. Shame on me. So we're going to do them this week, but we're going to do them earlier in the workout. Really prime our back for what's coming. So roll your shoulders down and back, or back and down. Your big eye band. Surround your wrists. And we're going to pull apart. And really, after 3 weeks, this is week 4, see if it feels easier to initiate with your shoulder blades, with your back muscles. It shouldn't be all in the shoulder. It should be mostly in the back. Arms are along for the ride. Haha. No, the arms are helping. Then we're going to hold it out and do some bicep curls just for a break. Keep your shoulder blades pinched together because the band is pulled apart, right? And check in that you're not using your neck to hold everything tight. Okay. Relax your arms, shimmy your shoulders for a sec. Reset. We're going to pull the band apart and do little pulses. And we're going to lift the band up, keeping our arms as straight as we can, keeping our ribs over our pelvis, so we're not doing this. You want to stay nice and stacked with good posture, and we'll come down. And we'll do that one more time. Good, straight arms. Actually, let's do that one more time. Because if you are noticing, if you have a mirror, you're using the screen, your arms are bending, stop wherever your arms can't go straight anymore, and then come back down. The goal is never the end point. The goal is always good form. Okay, so from here, we are going to start at our shoulders. We're going to reach and pull. So squeeze those elbows back, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Protract, retract. This is protraction of your shoulder blades, retraction of your shoulder blades. Again, we're not doing this. Keep your posture nice and stacked. Abs are engaged. Feet are nice and solid on the floor. 2 more. Last one. Good. Just take your hands, overhand grip. So we're going to pull apart at the shoulders. And we're going to do a band version of a lat pull. So we're going to reach up, pull down, pull the band apart as you squeeze your elbows in. 10 of these. 2. And again, if you can't keep your arms straight here, keep them here. That's fine. It works. You should be feeling your bigger back muscles towards the side of your back. Good. 9, and this is 10. Big mystery. Let's put the band away and come down. Now we're doing our balance. So grab a heavier weight, something that you find a little bit challenging for one side, but not impossible. And we're gonna cross our legs. And I want you to focus on your big toes pressing into the floor and your weight on the back leg. So we're going to side bend down for 10. It's tricky balance. Good. 6, like you're picking something up, you're bracing, your side muscles are working really hard. So you've done spinal flexion, extension. Now we're doing lateral flexion. It's all good. Spine is supposed to move in certain ways. It's not supposed to move in other ways, but this one we're good. And who's counting? One more. Let's switch sides. So what happens with this is when you get tired and the weight's pulling you, you lose connection with the ground. You lose connection with your big toe. Spent a lot of time talking about big toes. Let's go to the other side for 10. Connecting the big toe to the ground is a big deal for stability and strength. Being able to push off that big toe is essential for propulsion, for movement. You can't push off your big toe if you can't find the ground with it. Good. Okay. So now let's come down on the ground. Bring a weight with you. Doesn't have to be too heavy. We're going to do our arm bar with the rotation. So shoulder stability. We're going to engage the chest and back muscles. So think about if you're doing a chest press, your chest muscles would be engaged. Pulling your shoulder blades down to the floor engages your back. So your arm is a nice post. You're not just hanging out here trying to hold a weight. I want your arm supported by your chest and your back. We're going to come into tabletop and rotate down, trying to keep your knees together. You don't need to touch the floor. Should feel like a nice stretch on the way down and a bit of work on the way up. We're going for 10 on each side if you're going at your own pace. Don't lose that tension in your upper body and your arm. The good news is when we master this, when we get the upper body supporting the arms and get the upper body doing what it's supposed to do, the back and the chest muscles get to support. Let's switch sides. Find your post, engage your muscles, and let's hit it. Your neck doesn't have to be the control center anymore. Okay. We have 2 more. You're done ahead of me. Grab a drink. Rest of you, we are staying on the floor. Okay. Okay, everyone's off screen. I can't see. So we're gonna roll on the floor. We can do our Y's and our W's. So lay down on your belly, arms out in a Y. I want you to keep your neck neutral, press into the floor and lift up, and then lower down. The forearms are pressing down. Abs are engaging. Let's do 2 more like this. Get used to your back lifting up off the floor. Rest for a second, literally a second. And then we're gonna take our arms into W's. And from here, keeping your neck neutral, so we're not craning our neck to see. Keeping your neck neutral, you're gonna find that lift and pull your upper body off the floor. There's your very upper body. Chest, shoulders, head. Come up. We're doing 6 of these, and then we're done. And when you're done, come back into child's pose and let your back rest for a few seconds. Nice work. All those postural muscles. Okay, then grab a drink. I'll be right back. So grab your band one more time. And we'll get into our strength, but we have a little bit of balance to do. Find your kickstand. Or maybe find your single leg stance. Your choice to be here with a little bit of support on the floor or up here. And we're gonna pull apart on the band and go side to side. I have 30 seconds per side. I don't think we're gonna make it. I'm gonna keep my foot in a kickstand. Let's go for 20. Let's stop in 3, 2, 1. It's hard. It's hard. I gave you something hard. Hard for me too. Okay, settle down onto your other foot. Find your kickstand or your single leg balance. And find your balance as your arms are moving. So it's one thing to stand on your leg and be static. But when are we ever in trouble doing that? We never get hurt doing a static balance. We get hurt when we're moving and we can't find our balance. So why not train balance when your body is moving? Get it used to all the different sensations. Let your foot feel everything that's going on the floor. Okay. Reverse Nordics. We're going to need light weights for these. So come on down on the floor. I've got 5 pounds, so you can go lighter. Okay, we've been doing these with our arms out. We're going to add a bicep curl because today's biceps day, right? It's arm day. So we're going to lean back with our weights, come up to a bicep curl. Glutes are squeezed, abs are tight. Nice. Let's do one more. Okay, let's keep the little weights away. We have our one-armed row. So find your heavier weights. One arm row, your choice is to keep trying to go a little bit heavier if that's what you're working on. If you're happy with your weight, if you can't increase your weight easily, we're going to increase the reps. So we were doing 8 to 10 or 10 to 12. Today we're doing 10 to 12 or 12 to 15, depending on what your weight range is. Right? Lighter, you can do a little bit more. So line up, support yourself. Back is supported with your hand and your knee. Actually, you have 3 points of contact. When you get to your number, switch sides. So 3 points of contact, super important. Not rotating the upper body. If your weights are light, you can go super slow. When you're done, we're going to do the rear foot elevated with no weight because we're adding movement. So I'm going to start with a lower step. You can absolutely use the higher bench if that's what you've been using for rear foot elevated, if your legs are feeling equally strong and ready. But whatever you're at, we're only going to take 2 steps this time. So it's going to be a little bit more of a narrow stance. Okay. So what we're going to do is come down and do 3 little pulses and step through and do 3 little pulses. Don't move the front leg. It's going to keep you in position. We're going to step back, 3, 2, reset, forward. And most of us don't have space to do walking lunges, so this is by approximation. We're going to do 1 lunge back, 1 lunge forward 3 times, and then we're done. The singles are harder. See if you can step through. There you go. Switch sides. Same thing. 3 pulses, get used to it. Your position, step through, 3 pulses. Reset. Come on back. 3. Last one with 3s. This is dynamic balance and strength. Singles, down, step through, and lunge. Good. Take your time. Down, step through, and lunge. Last one. My legs are getting tired too, you know. Down. Nice job. And lunge. Shake it out. We have our floor press. My heart rate's up. Grab a drink. Find your ways for doing a floor press. How are we getting fancy with a chest press? We are going to add a tiny little pulse at the bottom. Just increasing your time under tension. Okay. You're still there? Haven't lost anyone? I can't hear you if anybody's cursing me out over those split squats. So it's a little pulse and down and then all the way up. Little pulse and all the way up. Little lift, nice and controlled. and all the way up. With these, we're still going for 8 to 10. Unless you really don't want to do these and you're increasing your weight, or you just want to do them regular. I'm not in person with you to correct you or change what you're doing. So we're good. Woo! And we take a break. When you're done with these, I see some people are still working. That's great. So let's take a minute or two. An eye on the clock. So stretch what needs to be stretched. Maybe do some butt kicks. Swing your arms. Shake out your wrists. Circle them. The wrists and the forearms are under-recognized when it comes to lifting. So if you're trying to lift heavy and you're working on lifting, if you're starting light, all your muscles will grow with you. If you're used to lifting heavy and you haven't lifted in a little while or consistently, these little muscles take the brunt of it. So we need to get them strong again. Excuse me. So the intensity is up. My heart rate is up. Hopefully yours is too. One round to learn the changes to increase the intensity for this week. How we're taking the exact same workout that we did 4 weeks ago when you were new with me to now. There's always ways to take basic movements and make them a little harder, a little more challenging, a little more interesting, a little more functional, depending on what the move is and what the goal is. Okay, so let's, we have our reverse Nordics. If you thought you had the right weight for doing that bicep curl as you're pulling up, it just adds a little more resistance as you're trying to lift your body. The bicep curl is the bonus. Stay with it. If you can go a little bit heavier, try a little heavier. If you don't have a choice, don't worry about it. Again, we're on our knees. Our toes are pressed together. The weights are down by our sides. And 30 seconds starting now. We're going to go back and come up. And last round, that was about 10 or 11 repetitions. Good. Let's do one more. Squeeze it in. Woo! And put those weights down. I need to turn my heater off. Can you believe it's 15 degrees and I'm turning the heater off? Okay. So in case you think I'm not working too. One arm rows. So challenge if you're using lighter weights, because that's your option. Lighter weights plus a band. Find your stability with your hand, your knee, and your foot, or however you are stabilizing, and find that stability through your body. Make sure you feel your shoulder blades moving and hit it. So round two. Don't just go through the motions using your arm to lift a weight. Nice. You all look great. Okay. Woohoo! Split squats coming at you. We're going to do 3 sets, 3 pulses, and then 3 single step throughs, just like we did last time. Just make sure your floor is clear wherever you're starting from. It's just easier with a shorter distance to reset. So 3 pulses, step through, 3 pulses. You don't have to go very low. Feet together, reset. Just always think about that back knee driving down. I bet you thought I was going to do like a gymnastics thing with the uneven bars. We'd go from a rear foot to a front foot step up. Not this week. 1, 2, reset. We have 3 of these. Think about all those crazy stream crossings. You're going to be set for them this summer. There we go. Switching sides. Triple pulse. 2, 3. Stepping through. I will wait for you at the end of this. The front leg's not moving. This leg's not moving. It makes it a lot easier to set up. Okay. If we're done with triples, let's go for singles. So down, step it through. It's like taking a giant step. Reset, stepping down, stepping over that big puddle and coming back. Last one, down and up and over. Good. Shake your legs out. Thank them for working hard for you. Give them a little break. We'll come down on the floor. We have our floor presses, and then we're done with round 2. So that little pulse at the bottom really adds something. 2, 3, 4. Use those hugging muscles. Like when you're hugging someone you love really tight. Oh, you don't want to let them go. Make those muscles work. Oh, nice. And we have a minute or 2 here. Stretch what needs to be stretched. Oh, feels good. Reach behind and look up. Swing your arms. Grab a drink. We will do 1 more round if you're going to stay with me. Hopefully this isn't too crazy. I think I told somebody at the beginning of the month that my vision was to go from the rear foot elevated split squat to a step up. This is set up just for the camera so that my room is set up. But upon seeing how I was feeling and how everybody else was doing, I thought maybe we'll save that for another month and we'll work on a whole bunch of things before we get there. Both the low bench and the high bench I thought, oh, this is like uneven bars. This could be fun. It's like my mind is getting ahead of my body. Okay, let's go for another 20 seconds. Oh, go for that toe touch. Go for cat cow. Check in with your back. We did a lot of stuff to warm up your back before we did this workout. You're feeling good? Good. Let's find our weights for the reverse Nordics. Last time you have to do this until the next time I program it, which will be a while. We don't do reverse Nordics every month. Okay, find your weights, and we'll go now. 30 seconds. Back and up. So next month, I'm going to keep the chest press and the rows. So I like building strength there, and if we become inconsistent and don't do them every month, we won't build the strength quite as well, and it's easier to lose. Lower body, we can mix it up a lot, and you'll still be fine. And rest. Put the weights out of the way. Find your heavier weights or your weights in your bands, whatever combo you're using. But I haven't mentioned it in 2 sets. I'll mention it the third. Try starting non-dominant. And whatever your non-dominant side is capable of, it's exactly what you're going to do on your dominant side, even if your dominant side can do more. Actually, to what I said before, doing the same exercises for upper body to build them, we don't have quite the same number of options working at home as we do at a gym for developing all those upper body muscles. And we're only meeting twice a week. So that's influencing my selection. Okay. Nice. Okay, he's still going. We're all done. Okay, shake your arms out. Last round. Rear foot elevated. 1, 2. You can play around with where your foot is. I kind of like with my space, this is just right. Okay, triples. And step through for triples. I'm doing triples. We're doing it 3 times. Can you do this with weights? Yes, you can. Do I want to ask you to do this with weights this time? No. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Singles. 1 down and back. Step through, 1 forward. So 1 leg is never moving. Makes it a whole lot easier to set up. Step in the middle. Last one on this side. Oop. Lost my balance there as I was talking. Okay. Side 2. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Step it through. 1, 2, 3. Recenter. Reset. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2. Reset. Last time triples. My legs are tired. 3, 1, 2, 3. Step it back. I was going to record the bonus workouts after this. Singles, reset. We'll see how they go. Good. Shake it out. It's a little sloppy at the end. It's okay. You should always stop before you fall. That was a good spot for me to stop. Okay, we have our floor press. Last time, big weights. Do what you can do if you're increasing your weight. You may not finish. Actually, if you're doing any combination, what if we were doing that pulse, you may not finish. That's okay. Don't go past 15 reps if that's where you are. If you're done early, it's okay. Your body will tell you when it needs to stop. Beautiful work. We're almost done. Almost, almost, almost. We have biceps and triceps left. So you can take this moment, you can put the bigger weights away. Yep, you're using for your arms the same weight you were using for your chest and back. I'm gonna grab a drink. Good work. Stretch, move. Check your heart rate. Should be up. Coming down. So these workouts, 2 bonus ones are HIIT, high intensity interval training, using strength moves. One is more advanced, using kettlebells. One is going to be more basic, using dumbbells or what you have on hand, body weight. And I think it's important to add that. I'm just wasting time until my arms chill out after doing the floor press. To have at least one HIIT session in a week where you're working really, really hard, getting breathless, and it's very short in duration. Something that you can squeeze into if you only have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you'll be able to get a workout in. You still have to shower, you still have to change. Can't change that. But you can get a workout in a little bit faster than what we do traditionally on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings. Okay. So, and I'll write more in the email what I think a workout schedule should be. But the week that I'm gone, I feel better giving you more options. Because if you don't have me to show up for, you might not show up at all. And I want you to show up for something. So let's alternate bicep curls. Two more each side for now. So finisher, remember, we want our arms to feel like toast. Arms down, bring both halfway up and down, just halfway. Partial lift. Bring them all the way up, however you can. We're going to come down halfway and come up for 5. Now we're going to put one weight down. You can support yourself on your legs. So when we do this, your weight's over your whole foot, knees are bent, butt goes back, your hips are holding you. Or you can use your bench, your choice. But we're going to lift and kick back. And as you kick back, you're going to turn your palm up and then come back. So you don't have to reach down, but it's a nice stretch. And when you can't do any more, or you hit 10, whichever comes first, we switch. Lift and pull. It's a little scary what the difference is between my right and my left. Six, 7, 8. Okay. So I think everybody knows I had a hip replacement. What you don't know is from August to November, when I wasn't teaching this class, I was only doing lower body for my physical therapy. My upper body, not so much. So I'm rebuilding that too. And then December, we took off a couple of weeks. And as one of my friends said, it's like training a dog. You stop training for 2 weeks, you have to start from the beginning. So it's been a good month. Okay, let's come into half kneeling and combine our stretches. So one knee up, one knee down, squeeze that back hip, so stretch the hip flexors. And we're going to take one arm across and stretch. Doesn't matter which side you're stretching. Keep squeezing your butt. Kind of lean into it, but don't arch your back as you're leaning. See if you can go a little bit deeper into it. And then we're going to take, while we're holding this, let's do a tricep stretch. Oh, that feels good. Let's go maybe 5 more seconds. Let's come out of it. Let's take the front knee and turn it 90 degrees. And we're going to glide into it. Get a nice stretch. Get used to this feeling, what your inner thighs feel like as you're moving them, because next month we are doing multiple planes of motion. We're doing a lot of cross curtsy lunges, side lunges, things that will challenge your balance and challenge the adductors. Hold it out here. And reach up and over and rotate forward and up. So don't lose your stretch, but keep that rotation going. So you're rotating down and then back up. One more and switch sides. Whew, it feels good. Okay. Squeeze that booty, press that hip forward, push into it without arching your back so your abs are still engaged. You're gonna reach up. Actually, let's do our shoulder stretch. That's what we did. Make sure your shoulder's not your ear. You're pulling across your chest. You should feel this in your back a little bit. go 5 more seconds, and then we'll go to our tricep stretch right now. Somebody say balance challenge? Everything we do is a balance challenge. But this month, pretty much everything we've been doing is in one plane of motion. Let's come out of this, go to the side. We've been going forwards and backwards. Next month, we add on. Enjoy that stretch. Ease into it. I love the ankle mobility I'm seeing here. I wish my ankles moved like that. So your body is forward, but your knee is going to the side. There you go. Now we're going to hold that and reach up and over. Big stretch. Rotate so you're trying to face your leg and then come away from it. Giving your back a nice big stretch. Let's do one more. Out of it, just come on to hands and knees, using your knuckles if you want, or your hands. Cat cow. Just check in with your spine. See if you can articulate through your vertebra. Flexion, extension. Come back into child's pose. Reach long. And we're all done. Great workout. Thanks for being here this morning.